welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you are new, hi, I'm Cora. Check out the description box below for links to all my social accounts as well as my website, corashay.com. And let's jump into the video because today we are going to be talking about my top tips for having a productive day. We have all found ourselves in a situation where we need to have a productive day because we have deadlines or things that we have to get done, or we just want to have more productive days in general. That for me, when I learned how to have more productive days, it really has helped me be able to accomplish more with my life and work towards achieving my dreams. And hopefully these tips will help you with that as well, or just help you in general have more productive days so you can get more done, whether that be school, work, personal life, anything like that. Keep watching for these tips. Tip number 1 is to do a time log. You can do this on a day you're feeling unproductive or just kind of like a standard day in your life, whatever works the best for you. But what you're going to do is grab a notebook paper and number it from the start of your day and to the end of your, and you're actually like working or putting effort in day, obviously don't count like when you're sleeping. And each either hour or half hour, depends on how detail oriented you want to be for this, you go through and at the completion of that hour or that half hour, you write down just a brief summary, use shorthand for what you did in that last hour or half hour. I like to do hour logs. And it gives you an idea of where the time in your day is going. Because it is so easy to 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whenever you end your day, and all of a sudden you realize, like, where did this day go? What did I get done today? I have this whole bunch of stuff on my to-do list or that I wanted to do and I didn't get any of it done. Time logs help you realize where your time is going. It could be that you're doing too many administrative tasks. It could be that you're doing tasks that could be delegated out to someone else. It could be that you're spending too much time on TikTok or whatever it may be. Doing a time log helps you figure out where your time of day is going so that you can then turn your days around and be more productive by removing the tasks in your day that you should be spending your time on. Number 2 is to create an efficient and productive morning routine. It is so helpful to have a morning routine that sets you up for success. Kind of has a lot to go within it. So I have a blog post on 12 things I do every morning to be more productive. I will link that below. Definitely go check that out so that we don't have to make this video 45 minutes long. Tip number 3 is to start making prioritized to-do list. Prioritized is the main word there. Because when you just make a to-do list for the day, that is helpful, that is good, that is a great step. But going the next step and actually numbering it is going to help you prioritize your days. It's going to help you make sure that you have enough time to get everything done. And it's going to make sure that you're getting your most important tasks done first. Also, just getting into the habit of practicing regular prioritization is going to help your brain and your mind start to learn how to be more aware of the need to prioritize, which can help you become more productive. Number 4, stop multitasking. If you have read my blog before, you probably know that this is something I say all the time. Your brain cannot multitask. I can link scientific articles below. I have in most of my blog posts, but your brain can only do one thing at a time. So when you are trying to multitask, what actually happens is you're focusing on one thing and then you switch to another task and then you switch to another task. Even if you think you're doing it at the same time, you're not. Your brain is actually rapidly switching between, which means you have a downtime in between the switching of the tasks, which means it might take you 2 hours to get 2 tasks done, like total 2 hours, when each task may individually have only taken you 45 minutes to complete, meaning that it should have only taken you a total of an hour and a half. But you wasted up to a half hour switching between topics in your brain, and then you have downtime while you're switching between them, and then you have to almost rethink about where you were in the last task before your brain can situate into doing that task again. So stop multitasking if you want to be more productive. Get one task done at a time. Next tip is to get important tasks done first. That seems really obvious, however, it's not necessarily always, and I'm just as guilty of this as everyone else is, where I get what a lot of people refer to as an impossible task. A task that I know needs to get done, it's important, I need to do it, but I just don't want to. For whatever reason, there's a barrier, and I just really don't want to get it done. So by forcing myself that is the first task I do, I have to get that task done before I do anything else that day, it forces me to get those important tasks done. And then when you get that big important task done for the day, it can help motivate you to be more productive the rest of the day, because you're like, yeah, I did that. I got that task done. Now all these other tasks the rest of the day are going to feel so much easier. Next, automate if at all possible. Technology is your friend. automate that certain emails from certain people go into certain folders. Make templates for emails that you need to send. If there is amazing technology now for studying where you can like scan in pictures of your textbook and like it notates important things. Oh, that's crazy. Okay. So I'm aging myself there. Okay. That did not exist when I was like in high school, even in college. So automate at all possible. Use technology to your advantage. Technology is your friend and it can help you be more productive because it can get rid of those little mundane tasks so that you're able to focus on more important tasks and not be wasting so much time on things that you could be automating. Tip 7, phone notifications. If you have not watched my digital declutter guide, I will link that video below. I do definitely recommend watching that if you feel like this tip really resonates with you, because I do talk about this more in depth and actually give a tutorial. But go through on the notifications settings of your phone and turn off notifications for apps that you don't actually need notifications for. Emails that you don't actually, if you have, like me, I have a business email address, I have like an important email address, and then I have a spam email address. I turned off notifications for the spam email, it's stores and things like that I don't actually need to get notifications for when I get an email from. Turn off phone notifications that you don't need. Also, if you were in the zone and trying to get a lot of work done, just turn off noise, vibrate, everything from your phone in general. Because every single time that you see a notification on your phone, it pulls you out of what you're doing. And then when you resume doing what you're doing, you lose a little bit of momentum there, and you kind of have to think, what was I just doing? That can lead to wasting time. So if you want to be more productive, get rid of phone notifications that are distracting you unnecessarily. The next tip is one that you probably guessed if you have read my blog before or watched any of my videos, and that is to use a planner. I swear by the importance of planners. I use the Erin Condren Life Planner. I love it. It works for me. It's really important to find a planner that works for you and for your life. I like weekly planners. If you like daily planners, do that. But use a planner. It helps you stay organized. It helps you stay on track. It helps you make sure that you're not forgetting something and then rushing to complete deadlines because you forgot that was due that day. Use a planner. And the final tip I want to talk about is to make inspiration visible. What motivates you? What is making you want to be more productive and work towards your dreams and your goals? Whatever that may be, keep it visible. Write your goals down on like a physical piece of paper and stick it somewhere on your desk so that you see it constantly and you remember, if you have a dream job and that job is part of the reason that you want to be more productive and that leads to you studying harder or staying focused and not, scrolling on social media. Instead, you're focusing on your schoolwork so that you can get that dream job. Then put that title of that dream job on your laptop. You make it your phone screen background if that's what works for you. I have an Abraham Lincoln quote hanging behind the camera. You can't see it right now, but obviously the best way to predict your future is to create it. That quote is so inspiring and motivating for me, and every time I start to kind of drift off from what I'm doing, my work setup is right here, I see it right behind there, and it reminds me that if I want to have the life I want, then I have to work towards it. I am the sole one responsible for creating the future that I want to have. And keeping that poster there creates such an inspirational feeling for me, and that is one of the best things for my productivity. And I know a lot of other people that swear by this as well. Keep your inspiration very visible. Something I do recommend doing if you're going to school in person, or if you work in an office like most people do, you don't work from home and you don't feel comfortable with having those goals visible, put them somewhere in your home that you'll see them every morning. You can put them on your bathroom mirror, or if you don't want your family to see it, you can put it on the inside of your closet. That actually works really well because you see it on the inside, depending on how your closet's set up. If you have a door, you pull the door open and you see it, or just on the walls on the inside, because you're gonna go in your closet every morning to get ready, you see it then, it keeps it visible, and you just get that daily dose of inspiration that can help you have more productive days. Alright guys, I hope that these tips were helpful for you. I hope that they help you live a more productive life. I know that it can be really overwhelming to start making and taking the steps necessary to be more productive and live a more productive life. If you have any questions, make sure to leave those in the comments below, and I will try to chat with you about them. And also follow me on social media because I share a lot of productivity tips on my Instagram and my Twitter specifically. I'm super active on my Twitter, so definitely follow me on there. And I hope everyone is having a great day and staying safe out there. Bye.